Alright, so time to come back from my slumber of making videos, and just because I've just ran out of content and for this channel, and people are all wondering, what now? So I decided to take a crack at looking at memory lane that is what other than the greatest Forza ever. And people ask why. Oh, there's so many quirks about this game, but none of the Xbox One games / Horizon 5 even brought up, because one is I had to like take a peek cheat. Oh, well, just get some help on looking up other people who had to like explain their perspective of when they first played this game. Oh, it's just one is the maps, like some of the maps that take place in Japan, some of the maps that take place in Spain. I mean, there's so many things that people love about driving in those areas and whatnot, because we've been itching to want them to return, but nope, because in all honesty, it's just licensing and copyright. It's just ruining modern video games to the point where everyone I know who used to play play any like driving sim is just now just set sail to just Assetto Corsa, because we're just tired of like how devs are just not doing anything that we want. But anyway, it's just, I mean, yeah, the next Motorsports, they said they have Hakone, I don't know how to pronounce it, which brings me back memories of One Gun Midnight when playing that game in what was it, Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift? But except actually we actually have to bother to get good and drive there, so who knows how it's going to work on a Forza engine and whatnot. So, but anyway, what other quirks did we like about Motorsports 4? Or, oh, I know, because it's the cars. Because look at what I'm driving. This was the last time we had the Furai in the series, until the snafu when they announced in 2013 that it actually caught on fire in the 2000s when this thing was made. And I remember I had this anal phase where where I kept complaining about the absence of the FCRX7. People are all, well, why do you like that car so much? Oh, it's because when you set a race event where it's stock in, I'm not sure what year it is though, but that they have it. But I once had it take on Supras and Skylines and whatnot, stock for stock, and all of a sudden that thing is super overpowered. That's why I love that car so much, more than the FD. So yeah, that's why. In the normal RX-8, and then after that, the everyday cars that you see when those were new back in 2011 and whatnot, and maybe the 2000s. Yeah, like you could just start off with a whole variety of cars, and then there's a touring, the Super GTs, which Super GT Toyotas, like yeah, that's like so many things that made it great. But nowadays it'd be nice if half the cars would even return, because I know there's a few tiny handful of cars that last appeared in Motorsports 4 that are returning in Horizon 5 though, but that's all fine and dandy though. Oh, but anyway, that's the thing. And then last but not least is what other quirks that made this game great. The driving physics, because what happens is that even though Motorsports, I mean, ever since I got the Xbox One and started playing those Forza games, and then for some odd reason I've been driving nothing but turning everything off lately. And then I go back to this game and turn everything off. Oh, it's a huge brain power when it comes to this. I mean, I already have to use so much of my brain power when playing the Xbox One games though, but man, this one is a whole nother level. on how they had all the handling physics of everything. If you drove a boat, that's your fault because you drove a boat. If you drove a slow car that always understeers, yeah, that's all your fault too. And and whatnot. And then when you actually drift and whatnot, which it actually takes effort. Well, granted, to this day, I can still never drift well on motorsports though, but when on the Horizon games with those weird drift suspensions, it's way too easy now. So, gosh, we need a happy medium on trying to figure out how much effort does it take to drift in these games, regardless if you have a controller or the steering wheel. So, yeah, that's why. And then, no, it's like, that's. And then last but not least is the AI in general when you take them on because, yeah, it's just like these AIs just took like effort or when you took them on because yeah, they're called drivatars in the newer games and whatnot, but they just don't have the feel unlike the 360 games. So yeah, that's why. So that's just a very minor thing. And then with all that being said, is I look back to myself when I first played it and whatnot. It's like this game came out back in October 2011. 11th 2011 for America. So actually, it all within the span of the week on that region and whatnot. Let's see. That game was when I was just fresh out of high school and whatnot because I was fresh out of high school, moving on to college and trying to move on to actually pursuing my dreams at the same time and hoping to race a car or and whatnot. So yeah, and then this game, which oddly enough, it's like I don't know why it took me until Forza Motorsports 4 to even get a 360 at all. Because yeah, and then if you remember when I made my rant on the Gran Turismo vid, it's just let's try to play this for once because yeah, I did have Motorsports 5. I mean, not what am I saying? The very very first Motorsports, yeah. But I didn't even. I just shook it off on half the shit that they did and whatnot. So which I didn't even take anything seriously. But at the same time, those had the weird custom body kit cars from Abflug in Ings, maybe it was. Yeah, in Ariamemia, but all that jazz with those cars. But man, it's just first year in college, and then it's just and also making some friends too because in college because they're the ones that help bother me into a newer social life and whenever I move on to like forgetting the old ones that I met in high school. So yeah, that's the thing. And because like this one guy, I mean, obviously I've made a few videos, but I forgot to even post it at all because he's made a cameo in a lot of content that I made. It's just he just made me so much what I am just from all the conversations that we had when playing Motorsports 4 and whatnot, and then making me learn way more about anything about cars in life. So I gotta give him a shout out. Oh, shout out and whatnot because otherwise I would still do stupid things on motorsports, and if I were to move on to the newer games, I would still be blind. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. And then with that being said, since the map is about to come to an end, please turn 10. Please get your heads out of your ass because that's all I ask. Because while I've seen the 77B, it's just gonna be different.